Scott. Ask Scott.
Hey Scott, it's Kevin from Scotland. Great podcast. What I really like about the show is that while a lot of people with FBA knowledge out there are monetizing their knowledge and selling Amazon FBA courses, you're just giving it away for free. And not only that, you're documenting the journey from start throughout. You're taking us on that journey with you, and you're throwing in a good dose of coaching, which I really, really found helpful. My question is it a better strategy to increase revenue by adding new products, or is it a better strategy to extend the reach of a product by going into new territories? So I'm in the UK and I can go into obviously the UK market, the European market, and possibly even the US market. So that's my question. What do you think is the best strategy for increasing revenue? Is it add more products, or is it take that one product or few products and really try and extend the reach of those products by getting into new Amazon markets and going as far as you can? Interested to hear your thoughts on that. And if you ever want to add a PayPal donation button to your site, I'll happily buy you some coffees and I'll buy some Brody some little biscuits. Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
Hey, Kevin from Scotland. Wow, I love it. I love it that I'm actually reaching you and that you're reaching back out. So I want to thank you for that. It really means a lot that you're phoning in here and you're leaving a question all the way from Scotland. Love the accent too, by the way. To answer your question, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. I have my own, I guess advice that I would give myself is that I'm going to stay within the US market right now because it's a bigger market. But I do know there's opportunity inside of these other outside markets, in different parts of the world. And there's not as much competition, but there's also not as much traffic. So for me personally, I know a lot of people that start on the, Amazon.com, the US market, and then from there, they can then bring their products across the other ones. But I still think that I would build out the product line on the .com, the Amazon.com, the US market. I would do that first because I think that's going to be your quickest way to really start to generate revenue. And I say quickest way. I don't want people listening to this for the first time thinking like, oh, Scott just said it's going to be quick. It's going to be easy. We're going to go ahead and launch a product and we're going to be able to quit our job and we're going to make $40,000 in like a month. And that's not the case. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is it's going to be quicker in the point of there's more traffic there, right? There's more people buying. So yeah, you can go over into, the Canada market or the UK market and put a product in there and you're going to get a few sales, but you're not going to get as many as you would if you were over in the US market because those aren't big enough yet. They aren't having the traffic that the US is. And that's just the way it is right now. But I don't know for sure if it would be better to just launch one product in the US and then take that and bring it over to the UK, bring it over to Canada, bring it over to, all of these other different markets. I'm not sure if that would benefit you, but I personally would stay within the US for as long as it took to build out my product line and get that going, because I think that's going to get me the most momentum. And I think it's key to when we're starting to get momentum. If you go ahead and you put a product up on another marketplace outside of the US, Amazon, of course, even though it's Amazon, doesn't mean that it's going to have the traffic in it. So you might start off and just get 2 sales a day, and that might be consistent. And that might be what you're going to get, maybe 5 sales a day because just the traffic is not there. So I would rather see you stay within the US market and then just really try to ramp that up. as quick as possible. And you can just do so many more things as far as like testing. You can test your pay-per-click more because you're going to have more traffic to test it with. You're going to be able to, get more reviews quicker. It's going to be easier for that. All of that stuff to start getting yourself ranked inside of, the US market. And it's going to, again, allow you to possibly make some money and then from there, reinvest that into other products and then start scaling out the business. But again, it's all about, what you're comfortable with and what your idea as far as like where you want to go in the next 90 days or, next 6 months or a year. It really depends on that. But that's my thoughts on that. I know it wasn't a direct answer. Well, it kind of was. I would stay in the US market for now, and I would probably build that out, staying within the US market. So I hope that's helped. If you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that. I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this. And that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there and some of it is really, really good. But what I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.